gift, they say, make it room for him. You're welcome to ZEAL'S TV Experience, where we talk about topical issues affecting our societies and the world at large. Today on your favorite TV program, we will be considering a very important topic known as talent, investment, and development. We go on a short break. When we're back, I'll reveal to you my guests for today. Welcome back to ZEAL'S TV Experience, where we talk about topical issues affecting our societies and the world at large. Joining me today on the show is someone who has been there over time. He is a known face, he is a known voice. He is no other person than Mr. Exto. You're welcome to the show, sir.
With pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right, so how have you been?
I've been fine. We've been trying, the COVID situation and the industry.
Okay.
We've been just trying to stay alive.
All right, very quickly. So when you hear people talking about talent, development, and investment, what comes to your mind?
What comes to my mind is someone has talent, another one has money. Because money is the investment, and then talent is what you require for development. So it is about putting money on talent so that talent can generate money.
All right, Aquarium just turned 33 some days back. Would you say that the government has really invested more in terms of talent creation and all that?
Well, considering that the approach of government is in recognizing the talent.
Okay.
For instance, government has recognized that there are creative people who have also worked in bringing government to the fore. And government has given them platforms. If government has given them platforms, it now behoves of the creative people to bring out ideas that can bring other people, other talent closer to government for development.
Okay, all right. Permit me to ask, how does talent development help improve and then probably improve and then also bring, call it, investment to the states?
Well, first of all, it's important for people to understand how to make money from talent.
Okay.
A lot of people just talk about oil because it's there. You can see it, or you just go to the market, to the local market and buy crops that you know that the moment you land at the market, people will come and buy and take away. But then I'm of the opinion that if we develop the area of art, we can cut youthful unemployment by maybe more than 50%, because that is one area that when you throw one out, those who are watching behind on their own will struggle to be better than the one you have ahead of you. And so you keep having raw materials to put resources on. And that's, if in some states, I think one of the biggest problems was the fact that we have oil, and because of that, nobody's looking at what we have inherent. If we have anybody who decides that, okay, let us see how we develop our talent so that the whole state or the country can depend on what people have, then you see art and sports will have more investment and everybody will be better for it.
Okay, so we need to also ask you, what has been those challenges you've been facing in your area of interest? That's your career.
Challenges, everybody, is the same thing where you don't have structures on ground and you are trying to, like everybody assumes that, you see what people tell musicians or an average entertainer is that, oh, you should have done this. There's this technology, why don't you get your stuff on this or get your stuff on that? But I keep asking people, how can a man who has a talent in singing, for instance, you are writing your songs, nobody has complained that your songs are not well written or not well produced, and then they expect you to come and be the trader who has to go and market the song, the publicist who has to go and promote the song. They expect you to be everything in one. Is that how it works? When you go to the refinery, does only one person refine oil? So people are not looking at this as an investment platform, and you don't blame them. It's also because it seems like the people who are at the helms of affairs do not understand how to lay the structure such that an investor can see the return on investment before putting money on it, because that's the difficult part. Everybody's talking about piracy, and now everything is online now. People still have not been able to realize that Akwa Ibom, for instance, like we are here, we are over 5 million people. There are some countries that are not up to 1 million, and those countries still have stars. So how can we not have something from 5 million people? And so we are where we are because nobody is looking at the area as a sector that can generate money, and then it becomes a problem for everybody, every practitioner who is within the sector.
All right. Okay, in the next 3 to 4 years, where do you see the entertainment industry here in Akwa Ibom? Where do you see us?
Well, it depends on the individuals in this case, because like we say, it is either you wait for poverty to kill you, or you get up and do something about it.
Yeah, sure.
Where I see entertainment is a function of where entertainers are ready to push it to.
Okay.
Because as it is, over several years from the last administration, where President Goodluck Jonathan released some money for the entertainment industry to have a grant from it. I don't know, I've never seen one person who has. Maybe some people have been able to access that fund. I have not seen any grant. I've not seen a government giving grant to entertainers or in the entertainment industry. So it is still going to be this crawling. But yes, but in 4 years, God willing, if practitioners rise, we will see a few practitioners here and there blowing. Not that anything is done in the situation at the moment for me to say in 4 years this is where we are going to be.
All right, let me ask you personally, what have you done to help upcoming artists, upcoming generation that are looking up to you?
Everybody keeps asking this question. What have you done to help upcoming? Have you asked me what I've done to even help myself?
Okay.
Because in this industry, the biggest thing you do for the person coming behind you is for you to be good.
Yeah, sure.
For the person to know that there is competition. That is why people have concerts. Some of the people who become stars in future are people who were in a crowd to watch another star on stage. That's a motivation already.
Yeah.
And then when we begin to ask those kind of questions, it makes someone just sit in public and begin to get boastful.
Okay.
So I'm not interested in those kind of questions. I'm not interested in what did you do? What are you doing for other people? I am hoping that I find somebody that has the talent who comes up to me, and then we can talk one-on-one, and then we can see how we go from there.
Okay. All right, I don't know. I've been wondering how we got to this point where it looks as if every young person must know somebody to be able to make it in life. And even the so-called role models we have in our societies today, they find it difficult to assist a young person because they have this mindset that, oh, if he or she comes up tomorrow, he's going to probably want to match up with me or want to be on the same level with me. So I don't know how we got there. What's your take on that?
No, I don't see it like that.
Okay.
You see, it's a difficult situation where everybody sits down and assumes that because you live in a big house, you have money. Takes their properties, their talents, every project they want to do, they come hustling that one person. After a while, the person gets tired.
Yeah.
And you have to also give the person the benefit of the doubt that he has a right, or he or she has a right to do whatever interests him or her. So if we just sit down and assume that people must help, how much can somebody help somebody today in the way the entertainment industry is going, the kind of resources that needs to be pushed into it to go? You don't just go for somebody to just hand you some money in the name of help.
Yeah.
So people should take this as an industry and look at it as an investment. It is for us as a people to even take investment as an approach to life. Everybody just assumes that you go to one rich man who has money and ask for money and then go away. And all the money people have been getting, where have they been plowing those money into? So at some point, the people who were selling CDs across in this part of the country, suddenly they are out of business because they could not see that, or they did not see enough that the business is leaving CD to streaming, to downloads, to all manner of things. So they could not position themselves there. Now we are now wanting to blame those who have succeeded in their own ways that they have not come back to look at us. From creation, this industry was not invested or was not funded by somebody, a politician who has money somewhere. It has always been another person who sees this as an industry. So he sets up a label, he sets up a record company, he sets up things, and then begins to sign people on and make your money there. Why do you expect somebody who will make who made his money from oil to come and be interested in you.
Talent.
He should be interested in an entertainment industry and then put structures to build it as an industry. Because if you bring that your hard-earned money and put on somebody because you are close to something to the person, and somebody appears in your house, I have a song, and you are maybe into fishing, how can you tell whether that song will sell? Always going after the wrong people, and then when we don't get things done properly, we come back and complain that they are not good. These same people are opening hotels, are opening filling stations, are opening things everywhere, but they just do not have confidence in our business, because it is difficult for an entertainer, a young upcoming artist, to give an investor the confidence to put money in, because you won't be able to tell this person how the person will get his money back. So that's the problem.
All right, now let's talk about your last single. What inspired that?
Well, two things. Number one is important. I was thinking it was important to also show my fans and followers that I can take them to the level that they expected me to get to. So I did something. I tried to do something that they will identify with, something that was futuristic enough for them to, for it to linger for a while. That's one of the inspiration. The other one was I needed to have a song that can sell.
Okay.
So that's an inspiration, because I needed to make money to stay alive.
Yeah, sure. So now, why is it taking too long for us to hear something again from you?
Every time I want to go into recording, I've recorded a few things, but I've not had time to start promoting it, because it's a full-time job. And so instead of just doing it haphazardly, I keep delaying it, and other things keep just taking the front burner. But hopefully we'll find time and do something soon.
Okay, I heard you talking about some other things happening around. Apart from music, what else do you do?
I generally just do business of showbiz. I saw show business as two words, show and business.
Okay.
So while some people are interested in the show, I go to the business. So sometimes it's the business that brings the show.
Alright, when you're talking about the business, I don't understand. What kind of business do you mean?
The business that brings the show. Okay. In this show business is wide. You can look at we have actors, we have musicians, we have people producing movies, we have people producing songs, we have people doing soundtracks, we have people doing jingles, we have people planning events.
Okay.
And so in my office, we run events, we just plan things for people, and that sometimes makes the money even come more than just going to sing.
So does it mean it wasn't about the passion of it? You went into music industry before?
What do you mean by passion? I had passion, I turned it to money. It's the passion I'm using to drive the business. Because first of all, now look at it this way.
Okay.
If you're a singer, you rely on people to give you shows to do. If you're an event planner, you can create shows for other artists to do.
Yeah, sure.
And so that's the area I'm talking about.
Okay,
so there's passion there's the same passion in creating opportunities for other people as well as yourself. Okay. So it's still the right track.
All right, your final word of advice to your fans. And
well, for my fans, I say have patience with me. I'm not as bad as people say I am in terms of not releasing as many times as other people are doing. And then for upcoming artists in the business, it's rough. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that anybody had it on a platter, because what you see around on TV and on the hype. Just finished products. So while you are going through your own process, be strong.
Yeah, sure. It was nice having you on set.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alright, that's been the start of our today's program on ZEAL'S TV Experience. We return next week bigger, better, and stronger. And remember, don't look down on anyone except you're ready to pick that person up. Bye-bye.